It's an absolutely gorgeous day out. After Mass Appeal, you've got to head out and grill. And we're doing so with Tanya Hart from Root Nutrition. Come on out, Tanya. Thanks for joining us today.
Sure, glad to be here.
And we're going to do new twists on burgers. How are we going to do it?
Yeah, we're going to do grass-fed burgers.
What does that mean?
Everybody is so used to the grain-fed burgers, which is what we've all been so used to.
So we grew up on.
Yeah, we grew up on those. It's just been the staple. It's been the standard. Now we're realizing that the way they used to do it back in our great-grandparents' day, when they used to raise the cows on the grass, that's the way that it's healthy. That's the way we want to eat them.
And so that's the beef we're using today.
Yeah, so the beef we're using today is the grass-fed beef. It's actually from a farm in Shelburne, so it's local. And I'm going to tell you all about the health benefits of it as we get it on the grill. And
now, what are the
going.
taste benefits, too? There have to be some taste benefits.
Taste benefits, you know, some people say it's a little bit earthy. I disagree. I think it actually tastes pretty similar to a grain-fed burger.
Okay.
But today we're actually adding bacon to the grass-fed beef.
Oh, that gives it a good
So
taste.
that gives it
yeah.
that gives it everyone's favorite flavor. And so the reason that I'm adding that is because grass-fed beef is actually very lean.
Okay.
It's actually about as lean as a skinless chicken breast.
Really?
Yes. And most people, you know, we think of burgers and we're like, oh, you know, it's really fatty or cholesterol or that kind of thing. Yeah, but actually these are super lean. So we're adding the bacon in because when you cook them on the grill, they tend to dry out a little bit faster because it's a dry heat. So if you add the bacon in there, that fat really keeps them moist.
So you just chop up some bacon and throw it in there when you're forming them into patties?
Yep.
Now, we're not putting the bacon on the way most people expect, though, because they can't see the bacon on top. It's inside the burger. Why'd you decide to do that?
Just like I said, because when you put it inside the actual burger, it really gives it that flavorful, more juicy texture because that fat is involved. So it keeps it from drying out, versus just laying it on top, which really doesn't do too much. On the side of these, we're going to do a grilled endive, which is a green, sort of, and a lot of people think of salad, and you know, you think raw salad, but in the summer it's kind of nice to have everything on the grill. So you can actually take the endive and just put it right on the grill, and it'll grill up nice.
Did you put olive oil or anything on it, or are you just throwing it right on there?
It's been drizzled with olive oil. If you have a kind of a non-stick grill, then you're lucky. You don't really have to put too much oil and stuff on the grill, but yeah, you just drizzle a little bit on the burger, drizzle a little bit on the endive.
And you can do a lot of different vegetables on the grill, too.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best things about the endive is that it softens, but it's still got a crunch to it, and so it doesn't really overcook. But with the grass-fed burgers, you know, I really try to tell my clients, my health coaching clients, to not so much stick to the grain-fed because it actually takes 13 pounds of grain to make 1 pound of beef.
That seems like a waste of resources.
That is a huge imbalance. And 70% of the grain that we grow in all our fields and all of the country is to feed cattle and animals.
There you go.
That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
No, it's insane. So
now, a lot of people these days too, they're talking about the gluten allergy and they're trying to, get away from those wheat products. Does that translate through the beef? Do you think?
It does a little bit because you are what you eat.
Exactly.
So if a cow is eating genetically modified corn or grain that they pump them full of so that they gain weight really fast, then it's like we're eating that, when they get processed. And so we don't really want that. They also use hormones to fatten up the cows, which is not so much fun. And so
you end up eating that.
Yes, and so you end up eating those hormones, and that's not really fun too. So with grass-fed, you're more you're safer because they raise them on pasture and they don't pump them full of hormones. They have a place to run, no antibiotics, much healthier.
So this is a great way to go if you're grilling burgers.
Yeah, and so with grass-fed, because they're so lean, they actually cook really fast. And you want to have them like medium rare, or else they're going to be really dry and tough, like leather. Nobody likes a leather burger. No. So when you throw them on the grill, you want to put it on hot for a minute on each side first, the hottest you can get
sear it a little bit.
Sear each side, and then you turn the heat down to low, and you cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Wow. So it's really, really fast. You want somebody at your grill if you're having a party that is paying attention because you can overcook them really easily.
That's the worst.
But then your guests will hate your leathery burger, even though you tried so hard.
No one likes a leather burger, and that's funny at a party too. You put someone in charge of the grill, and inevitably they get distracted and they walk away.
especially
yeah.
if there's a beer involved or something.
Oh,
like
exactly.
That, sure.
It only complicates things.
Right.
So a few minutes, 1 minute on each side to sear it, then we
Yep.
turn the grill a little bit lower. And now what about the endive? How long is that?
The endive, you just kind of want to watch it. You can press on it a little bit, and you'll feel if it starts to soften up. These are still pretty hard, but you'll feel like once you press on it, it kind of goes down. You can feel that it's softening up. And the grill marks are a key. You know, when you flip them over and they've got those good grill marks on them, they're good to go.
And do you just serve the endives just like that? Do you
Yeah,
add a
actually,
dressing on top
super
of it?
simple. So when you take them off the grill, you put them on the plate, you drizzle olive oil, salt, and pepper.
It's the
So it's
easiest
just a
grilled
grill.
salad.
I mean, like the grill is the flavor, right? I mean, that's why we cook on the grill because it makes everything so much easier.
And
And
we
that-
have a finished one over here.
Right
Yeah.
over here.
Yes.
This looks amazing because the burgers, they're not done yet, so we have to turn it down for a few more
Yep,
minutes.
we're going to
until
turn it on
cooks
low
through.
for another minute, and then they'll be
But
done.
this-
But
Ooh.
this is the end product.
Oh, look
and
at the beautiful grill marks. This is exactly, you were
yeah,
saying
that's what I
you
was saying.
want.
So when you get those, you're good to go.
Olive oil, a little salt and pepper, and you're in great shape.
Yep.
Tanya, thank you so much.
Oh, sure.
It's a pleasure to have you here. If you don't mind, you can stay and grill as many burgers as you want. We'll be here.
Just keep going.
Okay, I got to pay attention then.
Yeah, so yeah, we can't. Yeah.